Start talking. Okay. So today we are interviewing Ted Harris, and we are interviewing Ted Harris because Lindsay is a student at Temple University and needs to write something for her solo performance class, and she decided to interview her brother. So this is Ted. Say hi, Ted.
Hi, Ted.
Hi, Ted. Okay, so Ted is going to give us a tour of his apartment.
Okay.
So we are starting at the front door.
Okay, anyway, this is my apartment with this. Anyway, these are two paintings I did. One is train, a plane, a car, transportation, and the other is people kissing. Okay, meet my couch. And here we have two tables I got at Big Lots. This is like trip table at Big Lots. And this is basically a helmet sculpture I made. It was a helmet sculpture I made. This was for our art show.
Mm-hmm.
And some stuff Vince gave me.
Who gave you that, Ted?
Vince gave me this as a zombie cup set. Rigor Morty and the Dirt Nappers.
Actually, Ted, I have some questions for you about this blue helmet. Can you take it off the shelf and show it to us?
Okay.
What gave you the idea for that?
Well, it was from Basquiat.
Mm-hmm. And what's it made out of?
It was made out of a pitcher's helmet. I attached on cones and painted it.
Mm-hmm. How did you attach the cones?
It used glue.
Mm-hmm. What would happen if you put that on your head?
I don't know. It's not a good idea. More like a statue.
Okay.
And here we have a Pee Wee Herman statue. Pee Wee Herman playset.
Mm-hmm.
And you see I have a lot of videos here.
Yes, you do.
A lot of videos here and some stuff. And here's some stuff I made from Long Beach Island.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it was made by a woman, and I painted them. There was some pan pot.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the woman's a friend of mine. She's deaf, and she can't hear.
Yeah, we know what that means, Ted.
And anyway, we have here my awards right here. And
wait a minute. Well, do you want to tell us about your awards?
okay. Anyway, a lot of these awards here. Something I got from the Community Arts Center.
What kind of award is that?
Oh, that's from art.
Can you read it? Can you read it to us, Ted?
It's third place. And here's what I got for a statue.
Uh-huh. What statue did you get first place for?
A mermaid.
Mm-hmm.
And here's one for painting.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's for Davidson Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's for the 4th of July parade and all that.
What did you win the 4th? Oh, that's a participant. Okay.
And here's one for Special Olympics. Two for Special Olympics.
Actually, wait a minute. Let's talk about the Special Olympics ones. This one says Davidson School. Can you read this one out loud to me?
Oh, that's second place.
Can you read the whole thing out loud to me?
Davidson School, second place. That was for track.
Mm-hmm. What year is it?
1990.
And how old were you then?
I was about 17 years old.
Mm-hmm. And what events did you do in track?
I did track, I did high jump, and I did running.
Mm-hmm.
And here's one for Special Olympics. This is for high jump.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
And this one is for the 2-lap run.
Mm-hmm.
This one is for Camp Bayshire.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, honorable mention. Basically for writing a poem for them.
Mm-hmm. And
this one's for swimming.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I beat this one guy, Jeff Weinstein. Not Frankenstein, Jeff Weinstein. So he was a participant for Special Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
This one's third place. That was for track.
Mm-hmm.
The 2-lap run. Here's a participant one for the 4th of July parade.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's for the costume parade for the Community Charity Fun Fair.
Mm-hmm.
That was for a costume contest.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, here's some more stuff. This is for Boy Scouts.
Wait, tell us about the Boy Scout one. Can you take it off the shelf and show it to us?
Okay. This is for participating in the Boy Scouts.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite amazing.
Isn't that your Eagle Scout?
My Eagle Scout, yeah.
Okay.
And here's one for swimming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
From where? For swimming, who gave you that award?
well, that was from Camp Ayrshire for Most Proved. This is for life saving from Rock Creek Farm. And here's another one, Harvard Avenue, Most Improved Behavior. And try to be careful with this. This is my John Marshall Award for Boy Scouts. Basically, it's my fingerprinting project.
What was the fingerprinting project?
I had to fingerprint and photograph kids with their autistic kids with their parents' records.
Just in case what happens?
Just in case you get lost.
Yeah. So, okay, we're still working on the tour?
Yeah.
Tour of your apartment? Okay.
Okay, and get my stairs. Okay. And this is a painting I did. It's called Woman with Cookies. Basically, that was inspired by magazine and Life. It's quite amazing. And
what kind of cookies are they?
Chocolate chip. Okay. Okay, and we've got another painting to show you. This is actually Double Elvis.
What inspired you there?
I saw a picture of it in the Andy Warhol book.
Ah, okay.
And this is actually Alice in Wonderland.
Tell you what, let me come around the other side so the light's better. Let me see.
Okay. This is actually Alice in Wonderland.
Wow.
See, there's a Cheshire Cat, Mad Hatter, and Alice. And here we have I think it's a pump. Saw this at Linvilla.
Okay.
Basic pump wheel.
When did you do this picture?
A month ago, last March. Okay, and watch here. Okay.
What's that?
This is a Labradoodle sculpture.
A Labradoodle?
Yeah.
Wow, what inspired that?
Spencer Shade did a Labradoodle, so I thought I'd do my version of a Labradoodle.
Who did a Labradoodle?
Spencer Shade did a Labradoodle, so I thought...
Who's Spencer Shade?
For iCarly.
Why do you like that show, iCarly?
Because it has a lot of interesting sculptures.
Okay.
But I stopped watching that show because certain things. Anyway. Okay. Here we have a monster puppet I made.
Let me come around the other side of you because the light really sucks right here, so...
I can open a curtain if you like. This is a monster puppet I made.
No, it's much better now. Yeah, what's his name?
It's a Valentine's Day monster. I used it for Valentine's Day. It was for a Valentine's Day skit.
Yeah? Does he have a name, or...?
Just a random monster. And
what does he do?
Basically, he was in the punchline for... He was in the punchline. You know, like where... Oh, Morg, it's your Valentine. For your night, here you come. The monster shows up, and Morsura says, you know, is it possibly too attractive?
Who's that on your hand right there?
Oh, this is Sam. She's one of the nerd puppets. She's got bite. She's got bite.
Why does she have bite?
Oh.
Why does she behave like that?
Oh. Apparently that's her character. That's what we do.
What else do you have there?
Oh. These are some puppets I made for the 4th of July. Abraham Lincoln, George Washington.
What kind of show do they do?
Oh. I use them for President's Day and I use them for the 4th of July.
Can you show me how one of them works?
47 years ago, our forefathers signed the Emancipation Proclamation. I am George Washington. I kept led the colony under ardent to freedom, and signed the Constitution. I signed the Emancipation Proclamation, kept the country together, and helped free slaves.
What else do you have here, Ted?
Do
you want to talk about any more stuff in your studio, or are you done with this room? All right.
Okay. There's more back stuff back here. Okay.
Do you have lights in here?
Yeah, there's a lamp on the table. Okay. Oh. This is Reginald.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, he's the new puppet.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, go on. I think it's supposed to like the follow-up to Parsley.
Mm-hmm. What happened to Parsley?
He moved to Pittsburgh.
Parsley moved to Pittsburgh. Why did he move to Pittsburgh?
His mom got a new job.
Oh. What happened to him really, Ted? What happened to the puppet?
Well, he just expired and fell apart.
Okay, who's this?
Oh, this is a dog puppet I made.
That's pretty cool. What's his name?
Doesn't have a name.
Okay.
Okay. Oh. This is a new puppet.
Uh-huh.
I call this one Christy.
Mm-hmm. She has a rod, too.
Mm-hmm.
How come you don't take the price tags off of them, Ted?
I don't know.
You really should. Anyway, what's her name again, Ted?
Christy.
And what's her personality like? Do you want to make her talk? Do you want to have a conversation with her?
Hi, nice to meet you. Good to see you.
Mm-hmm.
I like to say a lot of good words for my sweet lovey. Roses are red, violets are blue, but dearest of all is my sweet lovey. Roses are red, violets are blue. He's just kidding. Yes, my sweet lovey. I am not or will ever be your sweet lovey. Isn't he the cutest thing? I'm not cute.
How do you store your puppets so that they stay healthy?
Like this.
Okay.
And, okay.
Who's that?
Boscanandro.
Boscanandro.
Hmm.
I like him.
Remember I introduced him back in 1987. He's supposed to be one of the newer Muppets.
Uh-huh.
But
I'm trying to remember where his name came from.
I introduced him back in 1981 as one of the newer Muppets for the Great Muppet Caper.
But you didn't make the Great Muppet Caper, Ted.
Oh.
The Great Muppet Caper was made by somebody else.
Right. I just introduced him as an audition for the Muppets.
Okay.
But they kind of wanted to do something else. They introduced a new puppet instead.
So what's the deal with Boscanandro's head there, Ted? It seems like he has floppy ears. It's hard to keep his ears up.
Well, originally his ears was to stand up straight, but I should use cotton, but I use straws for stuffing.
How far up does your hand go inside his head?
Like that.
Is there any way you can manipulate his ears from inside his head?
No.
Oh.
His ears are supposed to stand up straight, but somehow I use straws for stuffing.
Maybe we can fix him some way. I mean, it's a good idea. I like him, and rabbit's ears are generally floppy anyway. So what kind of personality does Boscanandro have? Wait a minute, bring him up again. Let's talk to him.
Hi, I'm Boscanandro. I'm a dear friend of Miss Piggy, close friends of Kermit the Frog. I'm great and amazing. I have a boomerang carrot act, and best friends with Bean Bunny. Great to see you. Great and amazing.
That's a nice suit you have there, Boscanandro.
Thank you.
So, Boscanandro, what do you do for a living?
I'm an amazing carrot juggler.
You're a carrot juggler? How long have you been a juggler?
18 times.
You've done it 18 times?
Yep.
How's it working out for you, Boscanandro?
Okay. Okay. This is just a random puppet I made.
Yeah. What's his name?
Doesn't have one.
Uh-huh. What inspired you to make him?
Well, originally he was for a Halloween skit. Was something involving zombies.
Mm-hmm. And what was he supposed to play?
Basically, his first skit called The Lost Village.
Uh-huh.
Which was inspired by the Monster Club.
Okay.
Basically, it was like, this guy was actually chased by blue-faced ghouls.
Blue-faced ghouls, okay. So tell you what, Ted, is there anything else in the apartment that you want to do?
These are my paintings.
Uh-huh.
I have a lot of paintings here. It's quite amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Oh.
Now, what's in here, Ted?
Oh,
That's your bathroom, right?
that's my bathroom.
Is it clean or dirty?
I'd rather not show it to you.
Okay. And what's over here?
Oh. This is an angel statue I made.
I think you should display that one, Ted.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you put it on your thing or something?
I had it on my nightstand, but it kept falling over, so I had to put it over there.
Oh, do you need a new? Okay.
No.
Well, maybe that's a good place for it. Do you think you can keep it up there?
I'll try.
And what else is over here?
Some ships, a rub. I have a lot of comic books here.
Mm-hmm.
Comic aficionado.
Aficionado?
Or whatever you call it. Anyway, that's one of my collages over there.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I make movie posters and stuff like that.
Well, you don't make movie posters, Ted. You take other people's movie posters and put them in a frame and then pretend you made it.
Originally, I had a lot of my collages here, but I thought I'd just put paintings here because I like the paintings better.
Mm-hmm.
And this is another collage I made.
Mm-hmm.
This one was made from comic book posters.
Mm-hmm.
And,
All right, well, it seems like we've got the tour. Do you want to sit on the couch? Let's take a... Hey, Ted, I have a question about something on the shelf. Can you show us that right there?
Well, that's a deer antler.
Mm-hmm. Can you take it down and show it to us?
Um,
Where'd you find that?
I found it at the creek.
Mm-hmm. Which creek?
Ridley Creek.
Mm-hmm.
No, old antlers get old. When old antlers fall off, new antlers come in.
Is that true?
That's true.
So, how did you find it? Tell us about how you found it.
It was on the side of the creek, and
Uh-huh.
And it must have fallen off a deer when new
Mm-hmm.
antlers came in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like it did.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it just shedded.
Mm-hmm.
Is it smooth?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's really beautiful, Ted.
I gave it to Dad for a birthday present.
Uh-huh. And then what happened?
He told me since I should keep it.
Uh-huh. Why did he think you should keep it?
Because it's my find.
Uh-huh. Well, that's true. All right, I'm going to stop this again, and then we can... You can do it. Okay. All right, Ted, so we've only got about 17 minutes left on here, so there's some things I want to talk about. Why do you do as a career path right now?
I was working at Target for a while as a car pusher, and...
When were you working at Target? When was that?
Well, currently I'm an artist.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
I like to meet interesting artists and see interesting things. And I see a lot of interesting things. I meet a lot of interesting people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm best friends with the people at Hops Coffee. I get along with everybody.
So who do you meet?
Man's name is Bill William Randall.
Mm-hmm.
He's also an artist.
But when you said that you want to be an artist so you can meet interesting people and tell me again what you said?
I meet interesting people. I meet interesting people. I do interesting things.
Uh-huh.
Currently, I want to try to be an actor.
Mm-hmm. Why do you want to be an actor?
Because I like acting.
What kind of acting do you want to do?
Maybe TV work or do kids shows or be a horror host.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell me a little bit more about the kind of acting that you want to do?
I used to work for the media theater, but kind of living because I got old.
Is that true? Is that true that you worked for the media theater, Ted?
I auditioned for them.
You auditioned for them, and what happened?
Well, they told me it's not me, it's not them. They told me to try a different venue. It's not they didn't meet my criteria. They told me to try a different venue. I used to do auditions for the Players Club, which was good. Currently, I'm doing puppet shows for my company, Harris Puppet Shows. We do shows for daycare centers, birthday parties, local events.
Mhm.
I've done some shows for Tyler Arboretum.
Did you really?
Yes.
Mhm.
I've done some shows for Devon Dressage and
For who?
Devon Horse Show.
Oh.
I did some shows for a few nursing homes, which they like. I also sung for them.
Mhm.
The last show I did was like for I did the Wizard of Oz last January.
How much do they pay you when you do shows for them?
$25 per show.
Mhm. And when you do these shows, how do they find out about you?
I try to advertise. I do flyers, or I advertise in the paper, or I hand out flyers.
Mhm. Okay. So what made you decide that you wanted to be a puppeteer?
I was inspired by Jim Henson and Frank Oz. I figured out puppetry was like way before me in drama. I've also done puppet shows when I was very little. Back when I was little, we used to do shows for my family, and I've done some shows for a few places. I used to sing for a few groups.
When you did puppet shows for your family, what did your family think of your puppet shows?
They liked them.
Mhm. What do you think? What do you think your family thinks of your puppet shows now?
Can I be truthful?
Mhm.
My dad says I should look for a job and all that, or like in an office or something, but I'm totally bent on my path to pursue as an actor, and I hope to do great things in beauty and great things amazing, and I'll continue to do what I do. Basically, the only roles that I could get were for mentally ill people. I auditioned for Next Dancing Star and for the remake of Silent Night Deadly Night.
You auditioned for what?
The remake of Silent Night Deadly Night.
Where did you audition for that?
Oh, that was Four Seasons Hotel. They were holding auditions for the grandpa. Basically,
When did that happen?
November.
And who went with you?
Dave.
Mhm. How did you find out about that audition?
On the internet.
Uh-huh.
And also another audition I did was for America's Got Talent. It was on TV.
Okay. So,
Basically, I got good feedback from that.
how was the audition?
I think I did a pretty good job. They assumed I actually was auditioning in Portland when I was really in Philadelphia.
Mhm. Did anything happen when you auditioned?
Well,
You have video of the audition, don't you?
yeah.
Okay. Can I borrow that?
Yeah, I guess.
Mhm.
No, I have to do great works of beauty and great amazing stuff. I'll continue what I do.
What do you think of... Can you tell us about your mom and dad?
My mom and dad are very unpredictable. You know, mom does things that totally tax her sanity, and basically supposed to like the chief cook, chauffeur, and ball washer, and cheerleader, a job that totally taxes her sanity. So pretty much all she does is watch Martha Stewart and try to get ideas from them. It's just totally, she has a touch of the screw.
She has what?
I think mom has a bit of a touch of the shrew.
Mhm.
Dad basically, all he does is watch stock market channels and football games. He actually thinks he's a businessman. He used to be a lawyer, but he and the tree had a contest of strength, and the tree won.
Mhm. How did that happen?
It was on Friday the 13th. It was driving along with a friend.
What year was it? Do you remember?
1987.
Mhm.
Apparently he crashed into a tree. I was thinking that maybe a guy he had previously he had sent to jail, gotten out of bail, to try to run him over to act of revenge.
Mhm. So, I'm listening. Tell me the story.
Well, basically he was in Riddle, and then they sent him to Crusher Chester, and they done a lot of restructure of his body and stuff.
Mhm.
He had these, it looked like a Mabel, but now he's back to shape. They put a new plate in his head, fixed his ribs, re-glued his ribs, reattached all his arteries.
What's a mad ball?
Mad balls are like monsters head balls that bounce.
Do you know what his... Can you describe what his head looked like?
Yeah, big lump on the side of his head. His jaw was right up here, and his lower lip was right here, and one ear was like that, and there was a big dent in his head.
Can you do like an imitation of what his face looked like? Sort of, yeah. Ted, turn around, let me see you. Alright, you don't have to do it anymore.
Basically, after a lot of painful rehabilitation, he managed and a lot of restructuring his body. Every day he saw his pains, and every day he wishes he never was in that accident.
So let me ask you a question, Ted. Do you remember what his life was like before he had his accident?
I mean, he could walk.
Well, what was his personality like before he had his accident?
Unpredictable.
How was it unpredictable?
I remember my father yelling.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I got jumped a lot.
What do you mean you got jumped a lot?
Like, he just had too many high expectations of me.
So what kind of things happened?
I remember I would get hit a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I set fire to a rug and I got yelled at for it.
Can you tell me more about that? How did you set fire to the rug?
Basically, he had a spotlight,
Mm-hmm.
and I put a light down on the floor, and the rug caught fire, and we put out with water.
How did you... What kind of light was it, Ted?
It was like an old-fashioned spotlight, like a movie spotlight, of the type used by photographers.
Mm-hmm. And why did you put it on the rug?
To capture the light.
Mm-hmm. What were you doing when you did that?
Well, basically, I was shining on things.
Mm-hmm.
My mom basically has no artistic skills other than being a mess.
How is she a mess?
Basically, she hoards all her stuff.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean by hoards all her stuff?
Well, she buys stuff and never uses it.
Mm-hmm. And where does it end up?
Usually, scattered right here, there, in the barn.
In the barn? And where else?
In the attic of the basement, and basically, I had to keep stuff in the car and pop it off at their shops when she was turned.
Where else did the stuff end up?
In the attic.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, we had a barn in our house. It was fun to play during the day. You couldn't force me there at night.
Wait a minute, I don't understand what you mean, Ted.
Basically, Dad said there was a big blood-sucking bat in the barn. It wasn't talking about Grandmom.
No, I don't understand what you mean. There was a big blood-sucking bat?
Basically, we have a lot of bats on our property.
Uh-huh. Well, let's get back to Mom's stuff and the hoarding. So, the barn is full.
Yeah.
The basement is full.
Yeah.
The attic is full. And then what happens?
Nothing ever gets done.
And then what?
I don't know, she just sleeps all day.
Mm-hmm.
Or usually ends up playing computer solitaire all day.
What do you think should happen or could happen? What do you think's going to happen?
I think eventually Mom and Dad are just gonna kill her mid-mango.
So you don't think anything's ever going to change?
I'd like something to change. I would like to get at least some more help into Mom and Dad's life.
Like what kind of help?
Like a cook, like some muscle men to help clean out the barn, attic, and basement.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Mom have a yard sale.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that Mom will... Okay, so you get some muscle men, you get a cook, what else?
At least a driver to help drive Mom and Dad around.
What else? Do you think Mom can drive?
She can drive, but she really hates to drive.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a few...
I think she hates it because she can't get anything done because she's the only driver in the family, so everybody expects her to come pick them up and be the chauffeur all the time.
Well, I can take the train.
Yeah. I wasn't talking about you, I was talking about Dad. But anyway, getting back to Mom and the stuff. So, what else do you think Mom needs? I'm listening.
Sorry,
so you said muscle men to clean out the barn.
Like a good dusting, a good cleanup.
Uh-huh. And what else? And you said a cook.
Mm-hmm.
Then what else do you think would happen?
Maybe her life would be better.
Okay.
I would like to maybe get a bigger space so I can perform my puppet shows, hire some more people, and really give these people a run for their money.
Give what people a run for their money?
Really show the people to be a theater what I can do. Because basically I think the media theater has a monopoly on this tone.
Well, Ted. So? I mean, go ahead. You think they have a monopoly on this town?
Mm-hmm.
So what would showing them what you could do? What would that do?
Like with my art, my acting, and actually maybe show people what I can do.
Uh-huh. What else do you think? What do you think that would prove?
That I can act.
Mm-hmm.
I should be a kid's advocate.
What do you mean by a kid's advocate?
Like a good place for kids. Because basically I think if someone had a good place for kids in this town, because basically all Delaware County is supposed to be banks and savings and loans and law firms. And there's no fun centers in Delaware County except Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese sucks.
Shh, don't hear you.
What do you think a good fun center could be like?
Games, some go-karts, laser tag. I actually went to Arnold's Family Fun Center the other day. It was really amazing.
Hey Ted, before we go any further, there's 2 minutes left on this recording. So can we upload this to your computer before, I'm going to